Good morning, everyone. Today we will revise the last topic, that is your algebra. Okay, so have our attendance. Today we have Vardhan, then Manisha Arora. Okay, Nandini, very good morning. Parul Rana, then Kamakshi Katyal, Shishant Mishra, Nandita Vasudeva, Kavya Teran, Arpita Singh, Ikrit, very good morning. Jaspreet Kaur, Kavya Teran. Okay, then we have Harshvardhan Singh, Manpreet Saini, Arushi Birla, all welcome in today's class. So you know, in algebra we are doing chapter chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4 and chapter 5. Okay, and in these chapters students, they commit very basic mistakes, very common mistakes, right? So what all in chapter number 2 we have the polynomials. Okay, so we should know what are the polynomials, various terms, degree. We are studying grade 9 also. The important thing which is examiner is interested to know whether you know the division of the polynomials. Once you know the division, then the factorization. If we have a quadratic polynomial or a cubic polynomial, so you should know the division of the polynomial, right? And in division of polynomial, if we have a polynomial px, then when divide the polynomial px by gx, we have always the relation, that is qx plus rx, right? And one very important question, that is always from your exercise 2.2, one is your factorization, one is your factorization, and the second is the relation between the coefficients, right? The relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial, of the variable. The coefficients of variable, if our polynomial is in x, then if we are talking about a quadratic polynomial, that is ax square plus bx plus c, and if alpha and beta are the two roots, generally we have the quotients, that is the sum of roots, that is alpha plus beta, and the product of roots, that is alpha into beta. Even in our book we have the relation for the cubic polynomial also, right? Which is having the four variables, four coefficients a, b, c and d, and again we have in that case three such relationships between a, b, c and d. Here always for quadratic polynomial we know that the nature of roots, that is minus of b upon a, sum of the roots alpha plus beta is minus b upon a, and that is c upon a, right? So here most of the time either 2 marks or 3 marks question is there from this concept, right? And last, that is 2.3 also, sometimes 2 roots are given, 2 more roots for biquadratic equations. Okay, so you are all clear with the chapter this polynomial, right? So these important concepts, degree of the polynomial, one more, sometimes 1 mark question they are asking about the zeros graphical representation. Okay, so graphical representation, if we have a polynomial in x, so we are always looking for your x-axis, right? We are looking for x-axis. Suppose if a straight line is intersecting at a point P here, so this point P is the solution. This is the value of x here. Okay, for particular value of y. So this is if a particular graph is intersecting here at 2 points for quadratic one. These two are the values of x which satisfy the polynomial. Okay, so if generally in the beginning of the chapter we have the graphical representation, if the function that is like here, it cuts x-axis at how many points? 1, 2 and 3. So here we are saying the x is having how many values? 3 values. For how many zeros? 3 zeros. And if it is intersecting at 2 points, then we are saying it is quadratic one is having 2 zeros. Okay. So hello. हम 1 मिली. Okay. ठीक है. So here this is all about, and this is important. Very always the question is always 2 or 3 marks question from polynomial. Then third chapter we are talking about pair of linear equations. Pair of linear equations, chapter 3. Now in pair of linear equations, you should know grade 9 concept. If it is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, it's a linear equation. 2 variables. But when we are talking about a pair, we are saying a1x, b1 and c is equal to 0, and second is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now one is equation 1, one is equation 2. So we should know the relationship. When we have two such equations, we have the 3 possibilities. One, we have the pair of linear equations, they may intersect each other. When they intersect each other, they intersect at the unique point. Okay, they have a unique solution, this point P, that is having the coordinates x and y, that x and y are the unique, and it is only happen when a1 upon a2 is not equal to your b1 upon b2. Right? This is the condition here. In the book, very beautifully they have drawn the table. Second, when the lines they are parallel to each other. When the lines, both the lines they are parallel to each other. In this case, the equations, the pair of linear equations, they are consistent, and the solution, that is the unique solution. Okay, that is the unique solution. And when the lines they are parallel to each other, means no solution. And in this case, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. And the third case, that when the lines they coincide, means one line is having the same solution as another line, then in this case they have infinite many solutions. Right? And in third case we have always a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. Okay. First and third case we are saying the equations they are consistent. Right? Whereas in second case, when lines are parallel, these are inconsistent. Right? pair of the equations, they are inconsistent. So always a 2-mark question or even 1-mark question, always they are asking from this concept. So you should know when we have unique solution, when two lines they intersect. When they will intersect, when a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Second, parallel lines a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. Now, first and third case, when we have a unique solution or infinite many solutions, we are saying the pair of linear equations, they are consistent, and when we don't have the solution, means lines are parallel, we are saying the lines, pair of the linear equations, they are inconsistent. Now after it, we learn how to find the solutions, right? And the application, we have learned the pair of, one is your substitution method, to solve, and another is the elimination, right? Elimination method to solve the pair of linear equations, right? Elimination method. After it, we have the application based. One more important, sometimes 4 marks question is based. The pair of linear equations, they are not first, they are not a standard form like we have equations like 3 upon x plus 4 upon y is equal to 7. In this case, then these are not the linear equations. We have to reduce. So the concept, that is equation reducible to the pair of linear equations. Suppose we have an equation like here 2 upon x minus here 7 upon y is equal to 11. Now what is this equation 1 and this is equation number 2. Right? Equation number 1, equation number 2 here. So we can substitute these values, like put 1 upon x as u and 1 upon y as v. So equation can be written as 1v plus 4u is equal to 7, and here same twice of v minus 7 of u is equal to 11. Now these are the pair of linear equations. The variables here are u and v, so we can solve, and we have so many questions application based where we have to draw this pair of linear equations and solve. Okay, so if you have some doubts from chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, right? Chapter 4 is about pair your quadratic equations, and the fifth one, that is your arithmetic progression, right? So we will collectively take this algebra question together. Question chapter 4, that is quadratic equations. In quadratic equation, you should know what are quadratic equation. When we are saying equation, always the standard form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The important condition here, that is a cannot be equal to 0. B and C can be 0. B and C or even both can be 0, but A cannot be 0. Okay? So in case of quadratic equations, we should know degree is always 2, or 2-degree equation, the variable, the highest power of the variable is 2. That equation is called the quadratic equation, and quadratic equation is always giving 2 roots, and the nature of roots, that is decided by the discriminant. Okay, so here you should know to find the zeros or the roots of the quadratic equations. Important first thing, that is roots of the quadratic equations. Okay, one by the factorization method. Second, they are asking about completing square method, and the third one, that is by quadratic formula. I have already discussed with you that the quadratic formula Quadratic formula says the value of x is equal to minus of b plus minus under root b. Discriminant is minus of b minus 4ac divided by 2a. Right? Even we can find this quadratic formula with the help of quadratic completing square method. Okay. And last, that is your nature of fruits, and then application based questions. Similarly, we have the last topic, that is your AP in arithmetic progressions. You have only main two formulas. One is the nth term of AP, that is a plus n minus 1 into d, and the next one, that is sum of n terms, that is n by 2 into a plus l. Substituting the value of l here, last term we again get the formula that sum of n terms is equal to n by 2 into twice of a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? N minus 2, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. And there are so many application based questions, simple questions. These all chapters, chapter 2, 3, 4 and 5, they are a part of our algebra here. So here I have some doubts. Okay sir, Ikrit, can you explain question number 5 of exercise 7.4? So 7.4, that is your coordinate geometry. Let me check what is the question. Thank you, Ikrit. Right? So here, this question, let me check the question. 7.4, following option exercise, question number 5. Okay, this is a very simple question here. Although area, if it is reduced from the syllabus, but anyhow, I will take the question here on the board. The question says, grade 10 students of the class. So thank you Ikrit for asking the question. Other students, those who have joined the class, we have here Harman Pal Singh. Okay, thank you very much. So I will start there with the completing scale method. One or two questions, that is also important one. Exercise 7.4, she is having doubt in question number 5. Right? Question number 5 of exercise 7.4. So here we have question number 5, exercise 7.4. We have given one diagram here. I am roughly drawing. Okay, very good. Here it is drawn in the book. Okay, and one triangle is given. This is a rectangle here. Okay, this is the rectangle here. One rectangle, and inside the rectangle we have a triangle PQR. One triangle is point is P, Q and R. In this way, we have a triangle P, Q and R. Right? So here we have to locate the vertices of this triangle. Okay? The class 10 students of a secondary school in Krishna Nagar has been allotted a rectangular plot of land for their gardening activity. Sapling of the gulmohar are planted on the boundary at a distance of 1 meter from each other. There is a triangular grassy lawn in the plot as shown. The students are to sow seeds of the flowering plants on the remaining area of the plot, taking A as the origin. Now here they are saying this point A is the origin. A is the origin here. We know origin, the coordinates, they are 0, 0. Right? This is horizontal, that is x-axis, y-axis. Now We have taking as find the coordinates of the vertices of triangle. We have to find the coordinates of a triangle. One more part. What will be the coordinates of the vertices of triangle PQR? PQR if C is the origin. Now if they are saying this is a point B here and this is C here, if C is the origin, then what will be the coordinates? Now you have to either you can invert the page. Okay, so let's first discuss both. Also calculate the area of triangle in these cases. What do you observe? We will find that in both the cases the area of a triangle remains the same. Okay, although this kind of questions area it is reduced, but let me discuss. Question is grade 9 point of view here. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, and distance here is. So here if we check the points P coordinates, they start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? If we are checking this distance here, this distance is 8 units. Right? 8 units. 4 half. Okay? You can check in the book. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Same here this side. 8 coordinates. And this side we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and total 16. And these are the 16 units. Right? Rectangle is 16 by 8. If we check the coordinates of P point here, P coordinates either is 3.5. Now you have to check a particular. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 only. P4, Y here, 4 is here nearby, and the value of P that is 6. Q point that is 3 and 2. And R vertices, they are your 6, 6. Right? Now you can apply the formula for the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle, if you want to find area of a triangle, that is area of a triangle that is half into mod of, that is x1 into y2 minus, okay, x2 y minus y, that is again plus x3 into y minus y. How to remember the formula? We have 2, 3, right? That is what? I have discussed. If you forgot the formula, make an arrow 1, right? Write down 1, 2 and 3. So we have here 2 to 3. 2, 2, 3. So next is 3, 2, 1 and the last is 1, 2. So applying the values or putting the value of, again I have a question from Kavya Tehran. So answer exercise 5.15 question of exercise 5.2. Okay, thank you Kavya. Krishna, very good morning. Aradhya Mehta, very good morning. So now let me take the coordinates of these points if C is the origin. If C is the origin, then it is 16, 15. So it is 16, 15, 14. Then it is 13 and it is 14 here. So points P, if C is the origin, then point X, that is 12, right? And it is 2 here. Point Q coordinates, they are, because here 3 is there, what is X? 3 here, so here it is 13, and Y here is 2, so it is 6 here, right? And same, the R point 6, so that remains the same, 6, so it is 10 here, and it remains same. No, it will be 2 then, because 6 it will become 2 here. So you will find in both the cases when you apply the formula, you will find the area of this triangle remains the same. Area of the triangle remains the same. Okay. When we make this origin x-axis, this will become x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, right? So this become your 12. This will be 12 here, and this is your then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here 6. If number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 will become 2. Okay, and 2 will become 6. So interchange. Okay, in case of y-axis. So you can find the area. I hope you are clear with the question. Kavya is having doubt in 15 question of exercise 5.2. Question number 15, exercise 5.2. Exercise 5.2, question number 15. Statement is, question number 15 says, exercise for what value of n are the nth term of the AP are equal. Two APs we have. One is one AP, that is your 63. Next is your 65, 67, so on. And the next one is 3, 10, 17, and so on. First of all, you should know what is the question. But we have now two APs. These are two different APs. So you can say yes sir, thank you. So rest I will do. Okay, thank you, Ikri. So here we will apply on the one formula, that is the nth term of AP, that is a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? A plus n minus 1 into d. Now in these two APs, they have the first term, they have the common difference, because APs are given. If they have, question is for what value of n, for what value of n, for what value of n, the terms in both AP they have the same value. So what we will do, we know here for this A is 63, common difference that is 65 and that is 2 here, and in this case the A that is 3 and the common difference that is 7. Right? In the first case, now when we go on taking 63, 65, 67, 69, 71, we have the common difference of 2 only. But here, what is the gap? The difference that is 7, 7. 3, 10, 17, so on, 24, 31, 38, so on. Because common difference here is 7. So, what will happen after some time? Chances are there that they may coincide also and vary after some time. This AP, the terms, because common difference is greater. So, according to question, you can write that 63 plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 3 plus d, in this case that is 2, and here that is n minus 1 into d is 7 here. This is the, according to question, the nth term that is equal, and it is given here, right? So here we will solve, and here we will find the value of n, and you can check that for this value, in both APs the terms having the same value. So it is what this implies, that 63 minus 7. So here when we take, that is 7n minus 2n, that is 5n, right? And here already we have 63 minus 2 already there, minus 2 minus 3 and plus 7. So here it is what? Already that is 265. It is what? 65, and here n. So the value of n, that is 13. You can check also in both the cases. One in this case a 13, that is a plus 12b. A is 3 here, b is 7, and in this case also, what is the a13 is equal to a plus 12b. You will find in both the values, both the cases, the nth term, that is the 13th term. In this case, we have 63 plus 24. So it is 87. 13th term of this AP, which is 63, 65, 67. 13th term is 87. And here also we have the 13th term, that is 84 plus 3 is 87. So this is the question. Even we have made it confirmed also by substituting the values for 13th term, both the terms they are 87. Right? This is all about this question. Any other question from your side? I hope Kavya you are understood the question. Right? So answer, this is the answer here. So Ikrit, thank you Ikrit. Any other question from your side for AP? Even your that exercise, this 5.4 is a very beautiful exercise, optional one. All the questions they are tricky and they are important one. Okay, you have to apply some different concepts sometimes, and you have to think out of box. These are important questions of your 5.4 also. Even your chapter 2 exercise, optional exercise, that is also important one. So you have some doubts, you can ask, right? Any student is having any doubt from your these chapters? Let me give you some questions, then you can solve fast. First, questions taken from a pair of linear equations. So for 2 days, 2-3 days, we can revise these two chapters, the kind of test we can conduct. Here, question number 1. Find the value of x and y. For whatever x and y, the pair of, like we have 3x plus 4y is equal to 7, and we have 2x minus 5y is equal to your minus of 3. Solve these two equations. Question number 2. What is the discriminant? Find the discriminant. Find for the equation, that is x plus 7 whole square is equal to 3 into 4x plus 1. Find the discriminant for the quadratic equation. For quadratic equation, next one, if alpha plus beta, if we have the question if alpha is given, that find the form the quadratic polynomial, form the quadratic polynomial, form the quadratic polynomial, quadratic polynomial if the sum of the zeros, that is given 1 by 4, and the product that is given 1, right? The sum of zeros, that is 1 by 4, and product that is minus 1. Okay, so yes, what is the value of x and y? Anyone here? Arpita Singh, in an AP, the sum of first 10 terms is 150. The sum of next terms, that is 550. Find the equivalent. Okay, Shashank, I got the answer. Let me check. And after that, I have a question from Arpita Singh. Thank you, Arpita. First 10 terms, that is 150, and sum of 10 terms, that is 150, and sum of 5, its next 10 terms, that is 11 to 20 terms, that is 550. Means total, you can note down here, sum of 20 terms, that is 150. I hope you have not tried with this one. Arpita, sum of, it means sum of first 20 terms of AP, that is 700. What is it? 700 you can apply. So let me discuss and I will take these questions. So here he is saying, Shashank, x is minus 1 and y is also minus. Let me check again. x1, y1. x1, y1. So here you can solve in any method, either substitution or either elimination method. So here, if we eliminate here, then multiplying first equation by 2. If I am multiplying first equation by 2, so what I will get? 6x plus 8y is equal to 14, and next is 3, 6x minus of 15y. Now subtracting minus plus. What we have? We have here, that is 23, y is equal to 23. So he is right, y is 1, and substituting the value we will get x is equal to 1. Similarly here, we will solve the question here and we will find the value of discriminant, that is b is equal to b square minus 4ac, right? The value of discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. So we will write out in standard form and then we will. Whereas the last third question, the sum of roots and the product of roots, that is minus of alpha plus beta. We know that is always minus b upon a. So here we have minus 1 upon 4 is equal to minus b upon a, and the product of roots, that is c upon a, is equal to minus 1 upon 1 given. So here the value of b, that is minus 1, c is also minus 1, a 1 is 1 and it is 4 here. So we can multiply it with 4 and 4. So what we got? Minus 4 by 4. So here what is the noun? A is 4, a is 4, b, that is minus 1, and c is also minus 4. So the quadratic polynomial, that is 4x square minus of x minus 4. Right, this is the answer. Now I have the question. Vardhan is saying for 2 is 184. Shashank, D is minus 180. So now one is saying minus 180, one is 184, one is wrong. right? So I am getting two values, one is minus 184 and one is 180. So at least one is one of it is true and one is at the same time both cannot be right. So you can check both. Come to the Arpita question. Say, sir, negative 150 and okay, minus 150 and it hardly matters. If it is minus 150 and it is minus of, when you add, in that case, sum of 20 terms minus of 150 plus minus of 550 is equal to sum of that is minus of 700. Let me solve this question. You are interested to find the AP. So all the students, you are clear with the question. Sum of first 10 terms. Now the twist is, it is not sum of 20 terms. They are saying sum of the next 10 terms. Here we have given S10, that is minus 150, and we have now what is S20. And you know why I have written it. Now we will substitute, we will frame the equations here. I hope Arpita you are clear with this question now. So Kavya is also saying Kavya there are minus 180. So other students you can check the value. I think 2-3 students they are saying Vardhan is also now 180 and Shishant. So right answer is minus 180. Okay. So thank you very much. So here we can frame, that is, what is the sum of n terms? That is n a plus, because it is n by 2, n is 10 by 2, a plus n minus 1 into d, right? N minus 1, or we can consider it here as the last term a plus l, that is what minus 150, and another is 20 divided by 2 into a plus l. This is in the two variables. Same like x and y, we have the variable, one is a and l. We can find first term and then we can find the last term also. So here when we solve, this is 5a and this is 10a. So we have the 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are. So we have the equation that is a plus l is equal to minus of 30, and here that is a plus l. Right? Because AP is same, we are talking about the first AP, but here the difference is what? This is the 10th term of AP. That is last term when it is 10. Okay. So here we can go ahead with that n minus 1 to d also. Because here is last term is 10th term and here last term that is 20th term. So we can write in this way here that it is a plus n minus 1, and here is that is 9d, better way is it is 9d here, and here this is 19d. I hope now it is clear to you. So first question, that is a plus 9d and here a plus 19d, that is minus 70. So when we eliminate, subtracting the equations, we have here minus of 10d, minus will come plus. So here what is the common difference? Common difference, that is minus 4. What is the common difference? Minus 4, and we can substitute in any of the equation. And first equation, a plus 9b is equal to minus 30. So what is the first term? The first term of AP is minus 36 minus you get plus, that is 36. So here the first term, that is 6 here. So what is the AP? AP starts from your 6. The next term is 2 minus 6 minus 10, so on. This is the answer here. Minus 14, and you can check the sum of first 10 terms and next. And according to question, sum of 10 terms, that is what? N by 2 into twice of a plus n minus 1 into b. Right? So here we have forward, you can check 2a, that was missing here. Right? But 2a again, that is get cancelled when we are eliminating a with a. But let's check here. Kavya Tehran is saying, sir, 4 into square, that is okay, is giving answer as 3. So I hope Arpita, you are clear with the question. I have just given the hint. According to your question, sum of first 10 terms, that is minus 150, and sum of 11 to 20 terms, next 10 terms, that is minus 150. So combinedly, I am taking the sum of 20 first 20 terms, that is minus of 700. Okay. So with this, thank you very much. Tomorrow again, some very good questions. 1 mark, 2 marks, and 3 or 4 marks question I will discuss with you people. So work hard. Sushant, thank you very much. Arpita, thank you. So work hard and God bless you all.